we don't talk anymore. Hello my sweeties, hello my sweeties. I hope that you're good. To those who are coming for the first time, my sweeties, you are most welcome. Please join our fam, please hit that subscribe button. And to those who are coming back, hey fam, my day ones, my sweeties, I hope that you're good and welcome back. Guys, today we're gonna film another story time because I have been running away from those, but okay, yeah, whatever. Guys, I don't know why I haven't told this story yet. I think I actually forgot. I don't know what made me remember this now, and I was like, I'm filming a video immediately. Hang, hona jwale. So yeah. It showed me, guys. Friends. Fine. So I was dating this guy during high school. Fine, I fell pregnant during my matric. We had a son, a very beautiful one. And then a year later, we decided that, you know what, let's tie the knot, let's grow. And just have our small little family and just grow together. You understand? We will get to where we want to be eventually, but and do this thing together. You get, so yeah, young as we were, we got married. I'm not gonna go into detail about the marriage and everything like that, because I did tell a story about that, about me getting married and stuff like that and what happened. So you can go back, scroll down there, you'll find the videos. But yeah, so I did get married at a very young age. He was also very young. He was a year older than me. Or was it 2? I don't remember. Was it 2 or a year? I think it was a year or 2, whatever. But between the two. And we tried to make it work, but you get, because I think mostly because we were very young and we were in 2 separate worlds. Like, I don't even understand how I even started dating that guy. Like, generally we were, what are you thinking? I know people always says that opposites attract. It's preferred that you date somebody who is nothing like what you are and whatever, but sometimes some opposites should never even link up in the first place. You understand? Yes, opposites do attract and it works better. I think I also agree with that, but opposite you, it must somehow still match you. It must be an opposite that'll be able to match you. So I don't understand what I was doing with that nigga. He probably doesn't understand what he was doing with me, but whatever. So whilst we were still together, fine, we got separated and divorced, whatever, we're done, we're through. But when we were still married, I had a dream, and I had it, I think, about 3 or 4 times. I had a dream that my friend slept with my, should I say ex-husband or husband? Okay, for story, let me say husband name. My friend slept with my husband, you understand, in this dream. Sharp. Instantly, it bothered me so much because, hey, when it comes to dreams, I don't know if maybe spiritually there's some sort of gift or whatever that I have, but my dreams speak. You understand? A lot of times when I dream of something, it happens. You get, since I was very young, very young, you understand? My mom would say, this is our dreamer. Like, she would call me our dreamer. Fine. So I dreamt of that, and instantly I knew that it's wrong. Like, something, it can't off, because I know my dreams, you understand? And sometimes I dream and I wake up, and even though it was like a serious dream about the some people would feel like, okay, this means something. Sometimes I would dream of such, but I would wake up and know that this means absolutely nothing. I don't know. But sometimes I wake up and I'm like, whether it was a dream about somebody else and it had nothing to do with me. For instance, there was a time where I dreamt of some lady and I dreamed ahlokahetse. You understand? I dream a lot of people died. But that time I dreamt of her and I woke up and I was like, like I just felt it. I don't know. Some dreams I wake up with a certain feeling, and every dream I wake up with a feeling, they actually do happen. And that lady did die, I think a day or two later. And that time I was still very young. I think I was in primary. You understand? So instantly when I dreamt about this, I woke up and I had that feeling, man. I had it and I was like, this one is not just a dream. And I was like, this one is not just a dream. Fine. And I told her about the dream. I was like, I dreamt of this. You understand? And it was like, why would you dream of that? You understand? Like, about brushing it off. And I told him, a guy, I was like, I dreamt of this and it makes me very uncomfortable. I don't like it. Why am I dreaming this? And guy was also like, nah, I don't understand, whatever, you get. Maybe it's because we're friends. Because I can remember we went to the same high school, right? So my friend was friends with this guy, you get. So he was like, maybe it's because we're friends, so I don't know, Wabo. Even though they were not like really best friends or whatever, but they were friends, you understand? If I would say I find them sitting together or standing together, it wouldn't be like, hey bro, what are you doing with him? Like, it would make sense because they're friends. You get my point. Fine. So I amazed because I asked the both of them, right? And they were like, nah, it's nothing. About a month later or whatever, weeks or whatever, but after some time I dream of this again. I dream of it. It's exactly the same dream. I dream of like the same story, but it diragala differently, and but it was literally the same. It was the exact same. The space, the action, whatever. Like literally, it was exactly the same. Abo. And I wake up with this feeling again, and I mice, and then I dreamt it the third time, after some time, and I miced. But it bothered me. It really did. For some reason, it really bothered me. I ignore it. Life continues. Life continues. Our friendship with this hand continues. She was an amazing friend. I don't want to lie. She was a great friend. She was a great friend. Like, I enjoyed every bit of our friendship. She was great. She was amazing. You get. This guy, I don't know what we were doing. I don't know what we were doing. God knows that I don't know what we were doing. But we were young, we were naive, and that would be the excuse, because what else would be? So whatever that me and this guy are doing continues. I don't know why we would think taking it to that level of marriage would help. But I and as guys, I was young. Don't even question me. I don't know. I was a baby, huh? So we continue, but it's not working out. There was just a lot happening. But you can go back to my other story to learn about the whole relationship and marriage thing. Sharp. So eventually it ends how it ended. Go back, you'll know how it ended. It ends. Fine. After it ended, my brother-in-law tells my family. We're like, okay, no, I think he told them a while ago. I don't know if he told them while we're still together or what, but Bona, that was when they told me. After it was done, they told me, like, bro, we didn't want to tell you then because already you were going through the most. I feel like I went through the most and I was a child. That is why no Jenana. Like, guys, I'm not fazed by anything. I am not fazed. I feel like I went through things that, what, middle-aged women go through and they break. At that big age, they break. And I went through all that, and I can't really say I broke. I honestly speaking, yes, it hurt and whatever, and I was young to go through all that, but shame, it didn't break me. Like, God was literally with me. Oh, Nkosi yami, my God was there, guys. My God, if there was a point in my life God was really present, it was that time of my life. You understand? So they were like, no, you were going through the most already, and we really thought that you were fragile, and we didn't want to let you know this. But since it's all done, at that point we were not divorced, but we had been separated for quite some time. Like, there was no possible way that we would get back together, you get. They told me, like, oh, by the way, your bestie here, your bestie was sleeping with your mans, and your mans was bragging about that to my brother-in-law. So my brother-in-law obviously told my family when he was doing all that. I don't understand why he would brag to him. I don't know, maybe he thought it was cool, and my brother-in-law would be like, oh my gosh, I crave your life. I don't know. But he did tell my parents and stuff. So that's when they told me, they were like, girl, you're already going through the most, and you are such a baby. We didn't want you to, but this was happening. And I was like, I dreamt of this 3 times. And it was the exact same dream. Anything the 3 times that I dreamt about it, it was exactly the same. And each time I woke up, I knew from the bottom of my heart, I knew that it can't into off. And to those who are going to be like, hey, why would you get married at such a young age? And don't. Go back, you'll understand. Go back. Ambani no jonga is story time. You'll get everything there. Everything about us, about our families, and go back. And when they told me, like, I just knew. And then I sent a girl message, because I didn't have contact with this guy. I had 0 contact by that time. And it was, I think, a year later. Yeah. It was a year later. Was it a year? Yeah, it was a year later after we had stopped seeing each other altogether. And then I tell a girl, by that time, me and girl, we didn't really meet up as usual, because why? Because now I was in school. And I didn't stay home anymore. I stayed on campus. So I didn't come home regularly anymore, so we wouldn't really meet, but we'll still be very active on the phone and whatnot. She was also working at that point. She was working, so we didn't really have time for each other. So I sent her a message. I'm like, girl, really? Why would you do that? I'm like, why would you do that? And then she denied. She said, nah, whatnot. And I was like, if I didn't dream about it 3 times, and then you say, no, he's lying, that nigga doesn't want us to be friends, whatnot, maybe I would kolela you. But the fact that I dreamt about this 3 times, and each time I woke up, I knew exactly that this is really happening. Like, I knew for a fact. It's just that I didn't have any proof, so I can't get mad at her or him or say, yeah, I don't want you and you in my life. But I knew. So even though she was saying, hey, I didn't do it, that's not true. Like, listen, I was sure that she did it. I've always known that she did it. I just didn't have any proof. My dreams just told me, and I knew. I was like, I know, like, no. So I basically told her that, Brew, the friendship is done. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this with you. And that was that. I told her that, basically, I don't see a point of us being friends if I can't trust you. If you can backstab me, how can we be friends? What are you gonna do next? Or are you gonna sleep with another man that I meet in my life? And yes, it's not her fault alone. I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, but like your partner also was in it for it. It's not like it's her fault or whatever. I understand, but it's just that he's not relevant at that point because we had already been done, and it had been such a long time. I hadn't seen him in over a year at that point to get like seen him at all. Still haven't to this day. I don't even know if he's alive or dead or jailed. And guys, and I don't care. So hence I'm not saying anything about on his side, but yeah, this girl was still in my life, and I just told her that I can't have this. I don't like friends that move weird. I don't do like forgiving friends that move weirdly. I know that a lot of people do. They give people chances and stuff. I'm not a giving people chances type of person. Yeah, I know. Maybe it's wrong to some degree because I don't really have much people left right now in my life. But I feel like it's the best thing that I do for myself. Oh my gosh, it's so healthy. So that's what happened. Miguel went and chowed him. So Nanzekara no bona bestie whatnot and whatnot. Happy whatnot. They're showing each other. I wonder when, at what time. But no, I don't wonder actually, because guy would disappear sometimes for like what, a week, full week, and I couldn't reach him over the phone or any way he gets. So I'm sure those times like he would go on ahead and do things with her, and I'm sure he did with so many other people. I'm just so lucky that I'm not sick. Oh my gosh. Because I feel like Mugai was extremely busy with a lot of women. But one of the women happened to be my bestie. And I'm actually sad about the friendship because honestly, that girl was my bestie. Like, I loved that hand so much. I had a good time with her. Like, I enjoyed our friendship. It was great. Like, she was a great friend. Like, an amazing one. So it's kind of sad. It's just that I don't believe in second chances so much. I don't know why. And honestly, even if I would do something to a person and they feel like they don't want to give me a second chance, no matter if it's big or small, I feel like, you know what, for your mental health, absolutely understand. You understand? So yeah, even though the friendship was great, I think it was good for me to do that, because even if, let's say, I would have forgiven her, what happens now when I get another partner? Hey, I don't want you to meet my partner at all. Like, I don't even want this partner of mine to even know about this friend of mine, because hey, in whatever type of relationship, where be it boyfriend, be it friendship, be it what, I when I'm with you, having you in my life shouldn't be uncomfortable in any way. So I don't want that in my life, hence I cut her off. But we still talk. I still have contact with her. Like, we're still friendly towards each other. Honestly, I'm not mad at her or whatever. I just felt like this person should be in my life, but I wasn't mad and felt like, oh my gosh, like, no, I didn't at all. It's just that I just felt like, you did it. Yes, I didn't know about it, and I only know now, and the relationship is done, but you did it. That was the thing with me. You did it. So, but yeah, we still talk, and she's still fine, but we're not friends. No, not friends at all. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed the story. Come back for more. I love you, my students. See you on the next one.